Alright, and we will be starting. Now. Hello everybody, this is VerticalSandwich, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest VIII. This is the second Lord of the Dragovians Trial, or second Trial of the Dragovians? I don't know. It's a second something we're doing. Anyway, and we're doing it in post-commentary because I did this a long time ago, actually.
Welcome.
I did it almost right after the first Dragovian trial. However,
Dragovian Trial. Very well.
That kind of all got scrapped except for the video. So.
And prove your true quality.
We do. So at this point, where we're at right now with Dragon Quest VIII is I'm actually grinding up levels. I've ground up quite a few, like into the mid-50s, to take on the trial after this because I got slaughtered mercilessly. This one's not so hard. The second Dragovian trial is not so hard. And the issue is with the third one, he's far more resistant to physical attacks. So I had to grind up for some kind of more powerful magic and things like that. Better defense. You know, stuff. And eventually I'm going to want to get into the mid-60s with levels. So. Alright. He's launching a thin air. Well, he just launched it. So, and our strategy for this one will be almost identical to the first one. It'll be kabuffing and, you know, acceleratal and stuff like that. You know, timbrels of tension. Attacking, things like that. So, there's some debate. People have some real debate about what you want to take for your second item. And I know what I end up taking. I end up taking something because I can show you something right away with it. But strategically, because what he offers you is some Dragovian armor, a Dragovian helm, a Dragovian sword. There's two other things, and I can't think of them. Wait, armor, helm, sword. Or a legendary monster team member. There's got to be something else. Armor, helm, sword. Why can't I think of this? Anyway, well, we'll see it at the end. But I took the sword because there's actually an alchemy recipe with the sword to make an even better sword. However, strategically, it may not be a bad idea to take the armor. Although we haven't made liquid metal king armor in this game. We will at some point. I'll go over the recipe for it, by the way, is the liquid metal armor plus a slime crown plus orichalcum. There you go. Now, we haven't made it, and the reason is incredibly kind of weirdly complicated. But I'm going to go over that too. So we'll either make we're going to take care of something after there's a whole bunch of just legend about this game, not legend, but like mistaken kind of ideas about this game that I want to take care of, but I want to wait through the last Dragovian trial to do it. And there's an ability our hero gets at level 65 that I think it's really important to showcase. So we've got to get our hero to level 65. It's ridiculous. I will not consider this LP complete until we've done that. And I still have tons of Monster Arena kind of supplement stuff that I want to do and upload into that other playlist I made. So that's where we're at right now. We have to beat this guy. Oh no. Yeah, it's 4 more times after this, I think. So we have to beat him 4 more times after this. We have to level our hero up to level 65. My plan is to level him up to 64 and then record until I catch the change to 65. And then do the last Dragovian trial. Or maybe just do the last 4. Because it's not hurting me any to just grind. And then at somewhere in there, I need to grind. I need to stainless steel sickle grind an item out of a certain enemy. So, and I'll explain that when we do it. I don't want to kind of ruin anything for anybody, so. Alright. And I think it's really exciting. Like, I think what we're going to do, kind of at the end, as far as the way this game goes and information on this game, I'm really hoping it'll kind of lock this together as kind of a great resource for information about strategy in this game. That, like, having gone through everything and shown everything and then gone to kind of the length that we're going at the end of this to, like, unlock all of the abilities and, like, or all the inherent abilities in our characters and, like, showcase a lot of that stuff. I mean, I think we'll have done really well. And, like, that's what I wanted. Like, with an RPG, I always want to show you kind of the most stuff, like, possible. So, and you know, like I said, I think we've done that. I mean, I think we're really close to doing that. I mean, all 115 mini medals, you know, that was the thing I was the most worried about, because, like, those are tough. Although there are some things that we haven't talked about, and, like, some things that we, you know, we could have gotten all the Monster Arena monsters, which is completely unnecessary, because the Monster Arena monsters we didn't get, for the largest part, you'd never have to get. You would never want to get them. You would never need to get them. Any ones we'll use in teams, I'll show where we get them, or I'll at least say it, like I'll explain it. Okay. And you can tell, I mean, this already is a tougher fight. We haven't killed the Lord of the Dragovians yet. I mean, well, we haven't defeated his Dragovian form. Although this is probably the turn that we do it. Angelo's sword looks pretty cool when he's in a state of super high tension. I don't know how I feel about how Jessica looks. Like, she just looks mean. She's like an angry, like, I don't know. I was gonna say toddler, but she doesn't look like a toddler. I don't really have much to say until his physical form is defeated and he becomes a... Yeah, I was gonna say that almost had to be it. Alright, so now he turns into, like, the next dragon incarnation, which will actually be largely identical to previous dragons, except it will be a different color. So this is the Emerald Dragon, which is pretty traditional, big green dragon. About what you'd expect. I don't know. So, and this one is a little tougher. This is a slightly tougher dragon. Again, to be expected. The trials would get harder, right? I remember my first playthrough of this game, I got up to the last one. And for the life of me, could not defeat him. Until I got to level 65. The ability you get at level 65 for your main character is such a game breaker. It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And you'll also notice that, you know, our initial version of, like, the Trial Dragon cast, like, Flash a lot. Or Giga Flash to blind us. Like, this one won't. This one is going to do, like, poison-based attacks and sleep things, like breath attacks. So those things will change as we go forward. I actually thought that the blinding one was incredibly effective. The whole idea of, like, poisoning people or putting them to sleep, not so much. It also really it bothers me that his roar does so much damage. Like, it doesn't even have to scare you, it just does that much damage. No, right. So, and I mean, obviously we'll keep using, you know, Timbrel's attention, things like that. We really don't have much of a strategy kind of deviation opportunity here. Again, against the next dragon, essentially what we'll be doing are, that's just dirty. That's dirty. It's dirty to desperately attack a guy who's at tension level 100. Essentially what we'll be doing for the next one is psyching up to use magic, which is always fun. But essentially our strategy with the first one that was blinding us was we couldn't physically hit him, so psych up to use magic. So anyway, so how's everybody doing? We're fine, Vertical Sandwich. See, I still can't do that voice. I cannot believe how much my cold affects that voice, because it's like way in the back of my throat, and that's just all filled with crud right now. Which is why my voice sounds a little, I don't know, to me it sounds a little deeper. But that's probably just the dulling of the vibration through my skull. I don't know. Because, like, largely, like, the reason your voice doesn't sound the way you think it sounds on tape is because you hear a lot of vibration through your skull. And, like, people outside of your skull don't hear that. At least that's my understanding. My voice sounds exactly like I think it sounds on tape because I'm really used to hearing my voice on audio recording now. So, I spend a lot of time editing and recording my voice. More than probably a lot of people do it professionally. Like, I shouldn't say that. Because it's just not true. If it's your full-time job. I mean, like, oh god, if you're like a radio DJ or something, yeah. Like you're doing full shifts of just talking into a microphone. Although I guess you get songs off and stuff, but like, I take breaks during cutscenes sometimes. So I just took a break because of a coughing fit. Because of all that stuff in my throat that makes me barely able to talk. But does not stop me from recording audio. Wahaha, take that cold. Oh. I actually just took a break to take a drink of water. I mean, again, because of coughing fit, but... But I'm drinking through a straw. Does anybody know why? Because it's fun. That's why. Because it's fun. Alright, and this guy obviously will continue to kind of try us physically, you know, that like... But I mean, we're not. We're you know, levels in the mid-40s at this point. You know, we really did. Like, we beat the game. We came over here, like, beat this guy up twice, did the alternate ending of the game, and then now we're back. So yeah, I mean, it was really foolish of me to turn around and try the next dragon, which I believe is like a silver dragon or something, or some sort of gray dragon. I think they go up to there's like 7 different ones or whatever. So yeah, so like I said, I'm excited. I'm excited to make the last video of this LP, like the video where we kind of recap, and not like recap plot or like what we thought about the game, but like recap kind of crazy strategy stuff. You know, like. So I wonder what makes the AI target certain people, because like obviously in this fight the AI was really targeting my main character, like kills him like 3 times. But like in the previous fight he really targeted Yangus and killed him like 4 or 5 times. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what causes the AI to go one way or another. I mean, it's. So, one of the downsides, at least at this level, for the Timbrel of Tension, and having 2 of them, is that if you want to use them as as effectively as possible, you have to kind of be using them almost every turn, for kind of every player who has them. So it really debilitates 2 of your players. So, I mean, I've really debilitated kind of Jessica, and I have to almost give up casting Oomph with her, so I can use this Timbrel of Tension, you know? I mean, Yangus, not so bad. I mean, if you kind of debilitate him. You can't afford to do that to Angelo. He's the only character who has a guaranteed resurrection spell. So, I mean, if you get in a position where your characters are dying pretty often, you'll eliminate Timbrel of Tension as a strategy. Or at least greatly, you know, greatly handicap it. At some point in here, we do beat this guy. Okay. So like I said, and these fights are going to be kind of repetitive. I mean, because they are essentially, I mean, variations of the same. Like, the monster's going to look the same. Its strategy to kill us is going to be approximately the same. Our strategy to kill it will be similar each time. All right. So our pattern with this, every time we get to this tension level, he just like desperately attacks us. But not that time, apparently. Yeah, I wonder if it has to do with tension level and kind of Maybe he's geared to attack the person capable of doing the most damage, but you think that would be Jessica because Twin Dragon Slash is a really powerful double attack. In fact, I think it has a base damage of 1.5 times strength. I think it's the only attack that does that. I can't swear to that, though. So there we go. We beat him. And Jessica got to level 44.
Well
She's probably
done.
at 54 by now.
You fought
on
with
my
the
save
valor
file.
I would expect of the
I haven't played in a
warriors
little
who
while,
saved
so.
the Dragovian race. You deserve a reward for your efforts. Choose something, and it shall be yours. That is what you desire.
Oh yeah, sword, armor, helm, shield. Okay, I forgot
Very
about the shield.
well. You shall have it.
So, what we can do with the Dragovian Sword is combine
You
it with
shall
the Metal
have
King
that which you
Sword
desire.
and get like
But
Super Sword.
Further Dragovian trials.
It literally is
await.
called Super Sword.
If you
No.
would like to test your might with another trial, return to the Dragovian Sanctuary and seek me out. When you do, be prepared to feel the full power of the Lord of the Dragovians.
Yeah, he keeps saying that.
Very well.
I mean,
I shall transport you back to the Sanctuary.
essentially, the beginning of this fight and the end of this fight will stay exactly the same. Up until the last one, and then it may change. I'm not sure. So, we're just going to do our alchemy pot recipe, and then we'll cut out of here. So the Dragovian Sword, which has an attack of 107. Not bad. Alright. We will form an image. Thank you. Oh, I have to unequip the... Yeah, I had to unequip the liquid metal sword, so... Which is kind of a no-brainer that, like, goes to show how much brain I have. Okay. So, yeah. So we put them together, and we get the Dragovian King Sword. Most powerful sword in the game. So there it is. Bye, everybody.